You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast.
All right, welcome back to episode 202 of the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, in studio, joined as always by Randy Angston. What's up, fella?
How we doing, brother?
Doing a little morning episode today. Have a couple calls later in the day. Can't get in the afternoon, and that's what happens right there. That beam of sunlight goes right in our eyeballs.
This time of year, it's got you now.
Yeah.
Normally it blasts me on the wall.
Yeah, correct. Like in the summer, it moves over and shines in the other way. Anyways, yeah, that's what's going on here. So quick announcement, guys. We kind of locked in our dates for the Fitness Growth Summit. This is a summit where it's a kind of very limited amount of gym owners last time. It wasn't last year because it was in 2019. We weren't able to do it last year because of the
pandemic.
Pandemic, and we had 50 seats. It was kind of an invite-only situation. This year we're going to open it up to 75, and we'll have the details out. It's basically May 21st, 22nd. Very unique opportunity to be in a room with some big thinkers, other gym owners trying to just make big moves, and lots of networking, lots of good food, some cocktails, stuff like that.
And the speaker lineup's gonna be next level. I mean, that's something that we see massive value in, and so anybody who's sitting in that seat's gonna walk away with some big eye-opening.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. I don't think we have the website up, but I want anybody listening, to get the first, tickets to this thing, because they're going to go up. Like, we're doing chunks of 25.
Mm-hmm.
And so the earlier you get in, the cheaper you're going to pay, and locking it in. So that's coming up. Also, we have our new Switch to Semi private training coaching program. It's kind of an elaboration of the coaching we're already doing, but now we're going with some specific content for anybody that's looking to switch their club's model to semi-private training, don't know how to do it, don't know the right way to do it. Maybe you've done it and it's not going very well for you. That's our coaching program. So jump on a call, pfmarketingsolutions.com/call with Randy, and we'll get you set up with that course, that coaching program.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that's very cool. Got that funnel kind of buttoned up yesterday. So, all right, so this episode today, everybody, this is we're going to talk about how to compete into the future, how to compete with the market, with all the other things that are being thrown at your clientele on a daily basis. Seems like there's new things coming out all the time, and it's just, death by paper cuts, right?
Yeah.
This person got a Peloton. This person's going to Orange Theory. This person is going to work out at home on this online training program. A million things are pulling clients in every different direction. And if you don't have your model buttoned up to a place where nobody can compete with you, yeah, you're at risk. You're at risk of losing clients slowly but surely. And there's nothing you can do per se about losing clients, on a regular basis. I think we always kind of look at 3% attrition as kind of like the good, better, best. If you're better than 3%, you're doing good. 3 is average. After higher than 3, like 4 is not good. So we're trying to keep everything, our attrition down 3 or less. It's kind of like in football. We always had 4 or more yards on offense, 2 or less on defense. So if you can get 4 or more yards in every play, you're in good shape.
Yep.
If you can hold them to 2 or less, it's the same thing for your retention numbers.
Yeah, law of averages.
Yep. And so how do you compete? So, we've been sharpening the pencil here and really looking at, how to make, the business a little bit more bulletproof. Mm-hmm. Bulletproof against competition, bulletproof against the next best thing, bulletproof against the next shiny object.
Yeah, the changes in the industry.
Yep. And so how do you do that? So I think the big thing that we want everybody to take away from this podcast is that you need to be more than a place where somebody comes in, works out, and goes home.
Absolutely.
That's the bare, like they can go work out anywhere. They can go on YouTube and go to the park and get a workout. They can go work out at home, the online stuff, and everything's available at all times for a workout, quote unquote workout. So you have to make your business about more than just the workout itself. And so there's a lot of things you can do to make that happen. One of the things that I'm seeing happen in you as well is people are becoming more aware about the mindset approach to the fitness routine. And when we say like mindset, it's not just like, hey, you know, you need to come in and get your workouts or else you're not going to get in great shape. It's mindset around life in general. It's, you know, sleeping, it's eating, it's the extracurricular things you do with your life that carry into your work and family and everything else, but it also helps your fitness.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so how do you build a mindset piece or component around your model? So that's one thing I think a lot of people are getting into. The relationships you create can't just be with that one coach, right? So you're at risk. And again, it's happened to us a bunch of times, and a lot of clients we work with, that one coach has that stable of clients, and that one coach decides to go off and do their own thing or move or do something else online. And guess what? The clients, even though the programming may be coming from the gym, even though that nothing's going to change for the client, they just don't like change.
Yep.
And so maybe the next coach coming in to backfill them is great. Maybe even it's better. They're not willing to take that, you know, uncertainty.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So you have to also really be careful because it's a catch-22. You want the relationship there, but at the end of the day, you don't want the relationship there, because if they end up taking off, and in this industry, everybody, just so you're aware, it's 12 months or less for a personal trainer in this industry.
That's wow.
Like career-wise, they get into the career, they get certified, they work for 12 months, and then they do
Then
something.
they find something outside.
Something else.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not even with one organization. That's just in the industry as a whole.
Yeah. It's sad.
I mean, half these people. It probably took half these people a third of that to get certified.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
and it's tough. Like, you either make it or you don't. But if you think about the trainer, the fitness coach career, first off, there's not a whole lot of money in it. Unless you're the head of an operation, there's not a lot of money. There's also a lot of, you're on your feet, you're working your ass off, and it's a young man's game, more or less. I mean, that doesn't mean you couldn't be doing this for 30 years like some of our coaching clients. But you're on your feet. You're constantly dealing with different personalities. There's a lot of like mental preparation and mental, pressure that you're kind of absorbing other people's negative energy sometimes when something bad happens. The hours can be crazy. There's split shift life. That's a whole thing. So there's a lot of reasons why the fitness and, the trainers last 12 months. But you can change that for your own team. So like for us, we don't have split shifts. We have block scheduling. They come in at a certain time, they leave a certain time. They have the rest of the day to themselves.
Yep.
They have a life behind, after that. We also try to make systems around it being very easy for them to come in and just do a great job and do what they're best at. Some places require their coaches to sell, and that's sometimes hard. They have to adapt to try to be, like a high D personality when they're a low D personality. DISC assessment, guys. So anyways, back to the program itself. You've always got your nutrition component. If you're not offering nutrition, it's something you should think about, because I know how important nutrition, supplementation, vitamins, hydration, sleep, all these things play into the result that the client's trying to get with you. And if you're not discussing all of that other stuff, you're really kind of like, you're only one piece of the puzzle, and you're not really able to get the best results. If they're maybe they're doing that stuff and they're getting great results, but they're not doing it with you. Okay, but think about the majority of your clientele. They're not. They're just doing it. They have no idea what to do. So if you're not bringing that to the table, you're really at risk of losing the client. I tried the workout thing, it didn't work, right? But why didn't it work? With the fit, it wasn't the fitness part, because we had that nailed. It was all the other stuff.
The other 23 hours,
Right? And it's hard because you only, sometimes you're only seeing that client for an hour in a day, or maybe 3 days a week. And that's I think how many more hours in the week there are there?
Yeah, I don't remember the
You're
math.
up against it. So you have to be a business that hits all of those things, and you have to be a piece of that for them for their whole life. And so it's the mindset. It's the nutrition, it's of course the fitness, it's the community, it's the environment they're in, the support, the accountability.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden you look at your model and like, oh my gosh, we don't do anything but have people work out in a room and go home. You're at risk. That's the point of this. You're at risk.
Absolutely. It came up in conversation yesterday with one of our coaching clients, and it wasn't exactly about this, but it tied into this aspect of their business. We were talking about their brand promise, right? And so in coming up with their brand promise, they were looking at what it is they did. What are they known for? What do they bring to the marketplace? What are people paying them for? What do they when exercising or when they execute? What solidifies that brand promise in the consumer's eyes? And so we started going through just ballparking some things, and they're like, well, we do one-on-one personal training, and I go, that's it? I go, that's what you do? You just
that's the service.
I go, yeah, that's one aspect of that. I go, that's literally like one spoke on the wheel. I go, do you guys do nutrition? Yeah, absolutely. Do you have some sort of mental component? Absolutely. Hold your clients accountable when they're not necessarily in front of you? Absolutely. I go, so if you put all of those in the conversation and you had to come up with a brand promise that is now representing 5 things, not we
do private personal.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. What does that business look like? And they kind of opened their eyes and they're like, okay, we have to stop focusing on just the workout, just the movement, just the 1 hour, or half hour, 40 minutes or whatever, that we're taking our clients through a program or that a workout program. Because there's so many components layered in on top of this that don't get any recognition. And those are the things that Tim's talking about that will help you differentiate yourself in the marketplace from everybody else. Right now, guys, this right here might be some of the most valuable things you hear all year. If you're ahead of the trend, think about what the changes that have taken place in fitness. If that brand promise was we do personal training, we do one-on-one personal training.
Great.
What do you, Bally's? Yeah. Is it 1990? What was that movie? Pain and Gain?
Pain and Gain.
Right? I picture, the old school personal training gym with, the bodybuilding looking trainer.
The tank top guy.
Yeah, exactly. The stringers and the cutoffs and well, that's not the industry anymore. That's not what our marketplace is looking for or the consumers are looking for. We need to adapt and we need to start communicating about what we do, how we do it more effectively, and forecast that for the future. I think that there's power in being the first to market when you talk about the fact that, we provide a whole program.
Right. The program is the key takeaway. It's not
the
workout.
Vehicle. Yeah, it's not just, hey, come on in and get a great workout. No, it's come join our gym because we offer this program. This program is going to provide you results because we do this, all unique names.
And that program doesn't exist anywhere else.
And you can't get it anywhere else.
Perfect. Yep. And look around. Everybody's got a weight loss clinic style place in their town, and those guys do it very well.
Oh yeah.
The RM3 program, the thing that gets the result for the client, right? For their clientele, and it's always more than the workout. It's always more than the workout. It's always more than the diet.
Yep.
For that.
Or the weight loss shot or whatever, however they bundle their stuff.
Geez.
Oh,
Right. So the takeaway here, guys, is, the people at risk, or the gyms at risk, or the boot camp, the class-based places. We've talked about that for now probably 100 episodes ago. We really spoke to the model itself and semi-private, and now we're really getting deeper into that and being the program itself and all the other components that go alongside the fitness that's going to get the result for your client, but it's also going to insulate them from anywhere else, your competition, right? And we want to keep them in your business.
And this should work into the way that you present your marketing. It should work into your sales conversation. We talked about it in a recent episode about the prescription or prescribing what service your client should be using or buying from you based upon the results and the goals that they actually want. It is your obligation to connect them to the greatest chance for their result, for their greatest opportunity to win.
Correct.
And when you have a program in place and it's not just a workout, you can put yourself back in kind of the control of that conversation. You're not just there as a recorder taking note, oh, hey, cool, have a seat. All right, what service are we signing you up for today? You're not just recording workouts and taking a credit card,
Yeah.
The people are sitting there because they want to be told the answer to their problems or the solution to their problems. And that is exactly what you in that sales position should be doing when you have a program like this available.
With confidence.
Exactly. I mean, you should be a product of your own product, right? This should be, they should play into the core values of your business, and this should represent you and your organization. You should have a strong belief in each of those spokes, in the program. But when you have the opportunity to then present that's where all the power lies. You're not just it's proactive instead of reactive, and that's I think where more business owners need to put themselves back.
Yeah. Take a look. Yep. Take a big step back in your business today. It's like, what are we even offering here?
Yeah.
What are we? And more than likely, you're probably offering way more than just a workout, like the clients that you were just talking about. Well, we don't just do one-on-one training. We do all these other things that you said, layer on top. You probably do a lot of that too, but the market doesn't know, and your clients don't know, and they don't relate the success that they're getting with anything other than the workout.
Yes.
Unfortunately. And so now you need to take that part, say, yeah, this is a part of it, but it's not the reason you're getting results. It's all these other things that nobody else offers.
And you could even win. Let's say that you had a more inferior product when it came to the training. Let's say you're one of the newest guys in the marketplace. You're competing against some tried and true gyms. This is your opportunity to have representation in ways that they don't, or I'm sure most of them aren't right now. This is your way of competing against anybody else, going up against guys with marketing budgets like Orange Theories and F45s and all of these guys who are really good at, creating these unique mechanisms and
they came from this giant brand and pushing that message out. Yeah, that's how you do compete. Yeah, it's how the David versus Goliath.
Yeah.
You can take down bigger, you can take their clients.
And you don't have to do it racing to the bottom on price point or going after price. You can sell the value of what you bring to the table. If you can talk to all of these things that you provide that they might provide but aren't talking about, you win.
Yes. It's whoever talks about it first.
Yeah, exactly. It really is.
It's silly.
It's so goofy.
I mean, the greatest example is this Orange Theory heart rate. That heart rate training's been around forever, and now they're the ones talking about it.
Yeah.
So
buy a piece of cardio equipment that doesn't have it stamped on it.
It's on there. It's on there, right? You guys know this. You guys know what heart rate training is. You guys know what interval training is all about. Well, they just decided to tell everybody that's what they do, and that they're the only ones that do it, and there you go. That's why they grew so fast. I mean, there's all other reasons. They've got great branding, great models, very efficient places. But at the end of the day, the marketing message to the consumer, to the market, is the reason I get results with, say, Orange Theory is because they have the heart rate monitor, Orange Zone, and I can't get that anywhere else. Take that to the bank.
Throw another one on top of it. Look at Peloton. Peloton is a bike, okay? Right?
They reinvented it.
But they reinvent, exactly. Why does that bike sell 10 times more than any other bike out? Well, most of the bikes out there, I guess.
Yeah.
Because of the community atmosphere, because of the accountability that they're including with it, because of all of the other things that they're selling that isn't, we've got the most technically advanced gearing on our bicycle that will allow you to, nobody cares. You know why they buy a Peloton is because they want to sit in that room, sweat with other like-minded individuals, feel good about it, be told they did a great job, and move on with their day. Mm-hmm. The bike is just the exercise.
The bike is the bike across every gym in America.
Same as every other one.
Yet here they go. They reinvented the process and they put their flag in the ground, and that's what they offer. Great. I mean, granted, they got some amazing technology.
Sure.
First to market on a lot of the stuff. But if you think about the workout example, the bike, that existed already. So that's another great example. So anyways, take a step back in your business, take a hard look at what you're pushing out in your marketing and how it's different, how it's unique, how it's more than the getting sweaty in a room workout. That's where you're going to find the gold. All right, that's it for this episode, guys. Until next time, keep changing lives. See you. Bye.